day, so thought it was a good time for another update on COVID life. We're now 3 weeks into our lockdown in New Zealand. I think we've had 9 deaths, all of which over the age of 70, because unfortunately somehow COVID has managed to get into a few rest homes, which really sucks. So 9 deaths, and we're up around, I want to say 1,500 cases. I can't remember exactly. I sort of focus on how many new cases each day because I just really want to see that decrease and flatten, and it is. So yesterday's numbers, we had 20 new cases versus 100 recovered. So I believe that yesterday's stats, more people had recovered. Half of all known cases had recovered, which is awesome. So what that means is the government have started, I think a few days ago, the government indicated that we may be past the peak, which is fantastic, and that they would start, well, I'm sure they already were, but basically that discussions around coming out of lockdown were on the cards. So today, actually, we're expecting an announcement or a plan or just further info around what level 3 will look like. And then on Monday, so 4 days away, 4 days, they will be making a call as to whether we come out of lockdown or not. So yeah, it's all looking really, really positive. The last few days we've had 20 or less new cases, in spite of significant increase in testing. So that's fantastic. It was Easter. Quite a few people tried to go away for holidays, and quite a few people were stopped. So I do get the feeling that some people made it, which was a bit crap of them, but alas. And it was our first Easter since 2012, I believe, that there were no road deaths in New Zealand. So that's a kind of cool side effect. How am I doing? I got a job as an online assistant at New World, doing the night shift. So basically getting a list of someone's groceries that they've ordered online and packing them into a trolley. So it's actually surprisingly fun, and I'm doing it for 4 days a week. So sleep-wise, I'm coping fine at this stage. Hopefully I don't have to do it too much longer, but it's minimum wage, but by the time you add on extra pay for unsociable hours, and supermarkets are doing increased pay during COVID, my hourly rate is better than my swim supervisor job, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm now covering my costs, which is awesome. So I'm doing that. As part of that, or as a result of that, there was actually a film crew in the supermarket the other day. They're doing a piece on sort of what life will be like after COVID, and in particular looking at people who kind of are displaced workers. So they were in one industry and are now looking to jump industries, and they asked me to do an interview because they thought that I was in police college, and then when they found out I was just going through recruitment, I think that was a little bit of a bummer for them, because they thought, oh, this is a juicy story that police aren't, why would someone, surely police is an essential service and they would continue, training their new recruits. But I feel like I had an interesting story anyhow. So did that interview, which will be on TV this weekend. And the sort of most interesting squirrely question, or there were two sort of standout questions for me. At one point she said, so would you say that you're grateful for this job? I don't know if it was, I think she used the word gratitude or something. Anyhow, it didn't really ring wholly true to me, but I said I was, because you want to look good on TV. But the other squirrely question was, so there are other people out there who are worse off than you and arguably need this job more than you. What would you say to them? Which I hadn't even thought about. So I went through a period of feeling bad for taking a job I didn't really need, and am now at a point where it's like, so yesterday New World sent a message around to all of us working, and they want us to volunteer to do more hours. I mean, I initially asked for 3 days and they rostered me on for 5, and I've negotiated down to 4. So there is a lot of work out there. There are a lot of jobs, and people just need to apply for them, which is more or less what I said. I also said every Kiwi deserves a job, which kind of felt a bit, I don't know, socialist or something. But the point I was trying to make is people who have worked hard and saved their money deserve jobs in this time of need just as much as people who, for whatever reason, don't have savings. So there's that. So yeah, I've got stuff going on. So I've got a job. I just started a new knitting project yesterday. Decided to, Erica asked if anyone would knit a wee vest for her boy Max. So I decided to give it a go, and it was a challenging couple of hours relearning how to do ribbing and follow patterns and stuff, but I'm on track, so that's cool. That'll be very satisfying. So I've got that going on. I've decided I actually prepaid, so I'm using freelancer.com to develop a PC game, and I've actually prepaid the money into Freelancer like months and months ago for both the beta version, which is currently live, and the version 1 update. So I figure I might as well get working on that, because it's not going to affect my bank balance, and it's a good time to get it done. And actually, rather than that money sitting with a big company in their bank account, I'd rather it go to my developer, who probably needs it a hell of a lot more. So yeah, working on that. So all in all, I've got, and I'm going running, not as regularly. Morning. Not as regularly, but just while I'm trying to figure out what life is like with night shift, and I'm actually only just now on a proper roster, so it was a bit day on, day off for a while there. So I'm now starting to build running back into my new routine, and the weather's getting worse, so if I don't feel like going for a run, I won't. Weather getting worse also means it's extra shit that we're stuck in our current flat, which has no underfloor insulation, no double glazing, so it's actually at some points of the day it's colder inside than outside, and we have to stay inside, so that's a bit rough. And the weather getting worse makes it a lot worse for people queuing up to get inside supermarkets. Fortunately, I finish work just as the supermarket opens, so I've taken to picking up a few bits and bobs before I go home, which is less efficient and more expensive, but worth it for not having to stand in queue for 20 minutes. Oh, bloody. Yeah, so got a few bit of stuff going on. Mental health wise, I'm doing fine. I really look forward to getting out of lockdown, and I'm very curious to see what life looks like in level 3. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to move down to Christchurch, but I know that it's definitely hopeful. It's not confident at all. But I think we can I think we've got a pretty good case, purely from the where we're living perspective. Number one, it's cold. Number two, it's way more expensive than our place in Christchurch. Number three, this means that people we're renting from in Christchurch aren't getting that income. And number four, means the people who intend to move into our place can't. So it'd be quite beneficial to numerous people. Let's go this way, buddy. If we were to move. So yeah, it's will be interesting today to see what the announcement is as to what life looks like in level 3. And I just really hope that the whole country goes into level 3, because if anyone's getting excluded, it'll be Auckland and probably Queenstown. Also, 70 plus year olds, I think it's already kind of out there that they'll be expected to continue self-isolating. So yeah, I am legit enjoying the present. I'm looking forward to the future, and yeah, making most of the time. So it's a thing that I said several times during my interview for TV is I'm just rolling with the punches. She tried a couple of times asking me, you know, where do you see yourself after lockdown? What job will you be doing? And I just have to roll with the punches because who knows really. And there's nothing to be gained from not being open, because my plans, if I make some solid plans, they will have to change. I'm confident of that. So yeah, that's where things are at. Fortunately, the dog's paw has healed, so we can go on longer walks now, so that's a big win for our whole household. So we're just about the top of the hill now, and then we'll be on the home straight for breakfast. Yeah, so peace out week 3, exciting few days ahead.